You, the Antichrist, me, not much better them, the non-believers. Why? The player haters, I don't understand what is going on. We might as well, let's get it on. It's time to start some trouble. No time for being calm. The time is now, no waiting. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Good afternoon. You've tuned into the show of shows. I am Billy Packwood, and I am your host here at the Voice of Harrisburg. Glad you tuned in this afternoon. Glad to hear from you, aren't we? Okay. Well, we are bearing down on some sad news here at the show, the Voice of Harrisburg. Of course, if you are attuned to music, not the shitty music of today, of course, we got all kinds of shit to talk about. We really should be talking about the elephant in the room, which of course is Michael Jackson. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Let us do the right thing. Let us pay homage to a grand lady who died over the weekend. Her name was Sara Romweber. And if you don't know who Sara Romweber was, she was the original drummer for a band called Let's Active out of North Carolina. And she was also a drummer for a band called Snatches of Pink after that. And she's died. She died at age 55 over the weekend of a reported brain tumor. Sad to pass. She joined Mitch Easter and Faye Hunter and Let's Active when she was only 17 years old. Their first performance found them opening for REM in Atlanta, Georgia in 1981. And she quit the band after their release of their first EP and their debut album, Cypress. I didn't know that. And she went to form another band called Snatches of Pink with young man named Andy McMurrin and another boy named Rank. That's all he was Rank. Rank looked like he was doing a little Steven Tyler there with his ovation on the back of this the album here we're looking at. I'm looking at it anyway. I'm not a problem with that album. I don't know if it's warped or what. But anyway, it's on Doggone Records from John King, so that's the first pressing of this album. I'm having a little problem with it. It's not playing exactly right, so it may be warped. But I don't care if it's warped slightly. She looks beautiful there on the back of this record. They are really kicking some butt on this record. This was the Dead Men record. I'm not sure if it's what they're. I'm not. And then she I'm not sure exactly where that falls in their output. But anyway, she did go on later with Dexter Romweber to do the Dexter Romweber duo. And whoa, that needle is not connecting. Or that pressing is a bad pressing or something. I'm not getting good sound quality out of that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So let's see. Anyway, that is Snatches of Pink. I'll have to see if we my needle is not connecting with those. My needle is not connecting with those grooves very well. I don't know if something's wrong with it pressing or what. But anyway, that record does not sound good. Maybe why the person gave it away. But anyway, it won't be sold by me. Snatches of Pink. She went to do, I don't know how many albums they did. You'd have to look it up. That was our, so anyway, Sara Romweber, and Let's Act This. She was so beautiful and so talented, and I don't know, it just makes me sad that, you know, that she passed away. And anyway, let's see, let's go for a song, or I could go for a song right now. That brings me down so much. Let's see. Let's go down here and find a nice song to bring me up. Let's see, how about One by One by the Wrong Sister? How about that? Okay, that was Torque by Kristen Hirsch, and before that we heard from, damn, who did we hear from? I forgot. Let's see. It was One by One, The Wrong Sister. Yeah, we're talking about Sara Romweber before that. Yeah, so doing a little memorial for her. What else are we going to talk about today? Let's see. Gee, I don't know. I talked about it on the other show, going out to the flea market. Let's see, we don't need to talk about that again. Let's see. We discussed Speed, Glue, and Shinky last time. Yep. I did find a great Rockin' with Wanda Jackson record. Buy that. I did buy that on Starline. It's kind of a compilation of hers in the 50s. Kind of a greatest hits record, but they put it together. It's got all the great ones on it. Fujiyama Mama, Rock Your Baby, Cool Love, Honey Bop, Mean Mean Man, Baby Loves and Hot Dog. All the great ones. So I did buy that one, and it's Inglorious Mono. I talked about that a little bit on the other show too, about listening to records in mono versus stereo. I think it's something in your brain that if you heard it in mono a long time ago, that's all we had for a while. And I think if we weren't aware of it, but I think we heard it like that. We heard everything in mono on the radio and at home, and it was in our brains, and we didn't pay attention to it. And then we got stereo, and that kind of got in our brains. We had that for a long time. I was just noticing the difference. Putting it on, I put on those Beatles albums, and I listened to it, and mono just sounds so. It just woke up that memory in my brain, and it's like yeah, that's where it's at. But if you never heard that, if you never had that experience, if you came in to the story later, maybe you were born when we didn't born after that time, you didn't have that experience. You can't appreciate mono as much as us old folks. I guess that's the way to say it. Yeah, so does that. Let's see. Let's get back into some more music here. Let's see. I brought over some stuff here. I brought over Silver Apples. I've known I like like that one. Let's try that one.
I have known love, and love has won. I burnt my fingers on the sun. I have known love, and love has won. I burnt my fingers on the sun. I've been imprisoned on the moon. Yes, I've been imprisoned on the moon. I've known love, and love has won. And I have learned what truth denies. I drank the teardrops from your eyes. Yes, I've learned what truth denies. I drank the teardrops from your eyes. And I surrendered much too soon. Yes, I surrendered much too soon. I have learned what truth denies. I never heard the warning voice. I never knew I had a choice. I never heard the warning voice. I never knew I had a choice. Though I never wanted to return. No, I never wanted to return. And I never heard the warning voice. But I have sailed upon the boat that flew when there was room to float. Yes, I have sailed upon that boat that flew when there was room to float. And I drank out of the magic urn. Yes, I drank out of the magic urn. And I have sailed upon the boat. And I have slept inside the cave that warms the sky with the love we made. Yes, I have slept inside the shade encircled by the love we made. And I have kissed the face of dreams. Yes, I have kissed the face of dreams. And I have slept inside the shade. And I have ridden on the glow that warms the sky with a rainbow. Yes, I have ridden on the glow that warms the sky with a rainbow. And I have waded in its golden streams. Yes, I have waded in its golden streams. And I have sat beneath the glow. And I have danced between the stars with music sung by sweet guitars. Yes, I have danced between the stars with music sung by sweet guitars. And I've done some things that can't be done. Yes, I have done some things that can't be done. I have danced between the stars. And I have smiled beside the storm, reaching higher and higher to keep warm. Yes, I have reached inside that storm, reaching higher and higher to keep warm. I've known love and love has won. Yes, I've known love and love has won. Yes, I have smiled inside the storm. And I have burned my fingers on the sun.
See him running from the porch like some kind of human torch. Orange tendrils everywhere, acrid stench of burning hair, flailing like a drowning bird. In the dirt he scrawls this word: OHMYGODIMONFIRE. Burning bright from head to shoe, stopping, dropping, rolling too. La 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 la. Local news is on the scene. See the writing on the screen. OHMYGODIMONFIRESOMEBODY. Pepityoutloud. I can hear the neighbors say, never liked him anyway. As I watch on my TV, they sweep away his dusty plea. OHMYGODIMFIRE.
Okay, the last song we heard was "Oh My God, I'm on Fire" by Logan Whitehurst and the Junior Science Club. Before that, we heard "I Have Known Love" by Silver Apples. You are listening to The Voice of Harrisburg, and I am your host, Billy Packwood, and we are here together right now, listening, having a little memorial for Sara Romweber, the drummer for Let's Active, who passed away over the weekend at age 55 of a brain tumor. And that is just not the person passing. I think it's the passing of that time when I and my friends could jump in a car. We could hear about so-and-so playing at 40-watt club, and we could jump in a car, and we could drive to Athens, and we could stay up half the night or more and see this band or see that band or find some place to crash on somebody's floor or drive to Atlanta to see PIL stand in front of the 688 to wait for Johnny Rotten to come there, and here Joe Strummer was inside, and I should have gone inside, but I didn't go inside that night. But it was cold February night, and I just seen PIL, and it was one of the absolutely incredible, most crazy shows I'd ever seen in my life. And I'm waiting outside 688 in the freezing sleet at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'm beyond tired. I can't even tell you where I am. Exhausted. And Johnny Rotten pulls up, and we're waiting there, and I got my copy of Metal Box. And I'm waiting for him to sign it, and he signs it, and he calls us a few choice names, and me and my friend get in my car, and we're driving back to Athens, and that's when one of the fan belts blows up. So we're waiting on the side of the road, and we finally get some tow truck guy around Madison, and that's when the road in those days there was no 316, or 316 was a 4-lane road, and I mean, it was in the country in those days, 1982. Me and my friend were stranded on the side of the damn road in the ice, and we wait there, and we finally get the guy to come help us, and we don't get back to Athens till dawn. I mean, this is the kind of life I led. And this Sara Romweber is just, her dying is just like a piece of that's gone. So, my crazy, crazy life. That's my crazy, crazy life. And she's only 55 years old, and I'm not much older. So, there. Anyway, enough of that falling over death and all that shit. Let's see. Let's see if we can find something that gets me out of this funk. Stick Up For Me, Raining Sound.
Don't you think that the millions are getting tired of being governed by so few? They send you out to fight the war while they stay home to control you. The big guys do what they want to, making laws to control you. I'm a man, you better set me free. Someone up there better step out for me, yeah. Look at the mountains, baby, look at the trees. Look at the birds up in the sky, ain't they free? Look at the fishes in the deep blue sea. And then, won't you please tell me why the big guys do what they want to, making laws to control you. I'm a man, you better set me free. Someone up there better step out for me, yeah.
Okay, that was You Making Me Crazy by the Dalai Lama Rama Fafa. I love that name. And the other song was Stick Up For Me by Raining Sound. Okay, so we got those two in there, and let's see some more stuff we could talk about. Let's see, we already talked about Speed, Glue, and Shinky last week. I don't think we ever resolved this record. I never found anything more on Speed, Glue, and Shinky, this Atlantic record that I have with the Tiger on it. The double album is supposed to be worth thousands of dollars. This one, it sounds great. It's proto-punk from Japan. There's a trio. I think they put out one album on Atlantic at least. So I don't know. I haven't heard from anybody about it. Took it down to Psychotronic. Michael had never heard of it. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. Found a 78 out at the flea market. Talked about that on the other show. It was Chris Powell and his Blue Flames. Sort of a blues, rhythm and blues kind of thing. It was instrumental, kind of cool. Might see if we can give that a listen later on, or maybe next week. Let's see. Record Store Days coming up in April. Some of the things I hear about coming out, let's see, are just a boatload of stuff. One thing that's sticking out in my mind is, of course, if you don't have this, you need to get it. There's going to be a copy of Drop Mask Replica coming out, and if you don't have it, you need to get it. If you don't know what it is, you need to educate yourself. Let's see, I'm trying to look it up right now. 2019. Let's see what's going to be out. Let's see what is going to be out. I know something about Bowie. Dylan's going to have like I said, the something from Blood on the Tracks. That he actually released a promo to disc jockeys before he released Blood on the Tracks back in '75. So he's going to re-release that as a special, I believe. So let's see. We're going to have there's going to be a 3-inch single by the Raconteurs. Well, I'm not having I'm having trouble with pronunciation today. Let's see. Two new Madonna reissues. If you're into that, let's see. What else? Maybe I didn't need to go to that. Let's see what else. The list so far on Reddit. I'm just not going to try to read the list because the list is on Reddit.com. But hey, you know what? I'm not going to try to read the list. Oh, Badfinger's going to do. Ooh. Bowie Pin-Up Pictures disc. Okay, Bowie's going to do Sound and Vision if you don't have that. Let's see. Joy Division. Alright, Warsaw is speculative. Okay. Foo Fighters, if you shown in a 3-inch record player. I don't know about that. I don't know who Hammerfall is. Gob Iron, if you need that. The Haunted, some of these people I never heard of. Excuse me if I never heard of them. John Lennon, Imagine, is going to get re-released. Let's see. Some of these people I'm skipping over because I never heard of them. I'm sorry. Pearl Jam, if you absolutely have to have something by Pearl Jam. I don't know why. Queen, 2 LP picture disc for Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack. Queen, a 7-inch picture disc for the Bohemian Rhapsody. The Raconteurs I just mentioned. Leanne Rimes, a live album. Todd Rundgren, oh my God. The complete U.S. Bearsville and Warner Brothers single 4 LP set. Holy crap. Oh my God. Tory Sparks, Teddy O'Boys, the OCs, the U's, Tundras, U2, if you must give money to that corporation, give money to U2. U2. That sounds like YouTube. U2. Weezer, John Paul White, Wisconsin Vinyl Collective. There's a whole bunch of other shit though. So I don't know. I didn't see a bunch of. That list was short. Okay, I don't know. It seems shorter because it does not have Chop Mash replica on it. So I don't know. This may be another list here. I don't know. So let's see. This other list has the 137 on them. We're getting to the end. So let me put the exit sign on. Let me find the exit sign. Let's see. We got 2 minutes. So anyway, look up the exit, whatever the hell I'm talking about. The not the record store day list. Look it up, and I'm going to see you next time on the show. I'm trying to find the exit song. Let's see. We have an exit song here somewhere. There it is, right there. So take it easy, and I'll see you next time.